Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my new bag. As some of you might know, I was in London 2 weeks ago. I went with my family as a holiday. When I was there, and then I was having my backpack. This one is Arcturus. Arcturus. Whoops, sorry about my angle. It's a bit funny, but it's an Arcturus Miura 30. For those of you following my previous video regarding the Arcturus Aerial GTX shoes, I mentioned that I owned an Arcturus backpack, which is very good, very durable, and I believe the quality is very good. So I have this backpack. In that video, I did said I would do video some other time to review this backpack, the Miura 30. The reason being is I have this backpack for like 15 years, and as I research on some forum, some people said is indestructible. I can prove that because this bag still, up to today, I'm still using it. Not as my day-to-day backpack, because I've been switching with another message bag. So I will have a talk about my new backpack, which is Osprey Talon 44, and compare with Arcturus Miura 30. At the same time, I do own another interesting backpack, which is the Mystery Ranch 3 days assault backpack. This is a military backpack with the BBS and everything. But I've experienced some funny experience with this backpack, and I'll come back later. So first of all, I was going to tell you guys kind of like a story why I had this Osprey Talon 44. So basically, when I was in London, I was having this backpack. It was very good, and I flip over. You see the backpack after 15 years. There's obviously there's some like wearing off, like in the shoulder stripes. At the same time, I do attach like a piece of leather into the bottom myself, because somewhere in here that is against the back of my belt on my trousers. So I kind of like a wear off like pretty bad in here. So I decided to attach with a piece of leather. This leather was attached about 10 years ago. I mean, the whole thing is crazy because this whole backpack I've had for 15 years. And apart from the bits and pieces, it's still durable and still like a very strong backpack, the problem is, well, I'm show you whatever point's been broken. You see, they're like open up like that, and you got two pieces of like a hard, I don't know if it's a plastic up inside, but how you're going to close it is you put these two together like that, and you flip it, and then you got a stripe on each side. You tighten them up just like that, and the whole backpack is secure. And to me, I love this backpack because sorry, I don't have anything like filled it up, but when you fill it up, this backpack actually looks lovely. It's still up to the day. It still looks very fashionable and still a very unique. And another thing is the stripe here. They're removable. You see, this classic Arcturus like hook. This is removable. Reason being, I can't take it off now, but reason being I can tell you this, I've got the bottom one missing. That's from a taxi. When I put this in the booth, when I kind of lose the bottom one. So that's been missing. And another thing where it's been broken is when you open them up. They've got this kind of like waterproofing layer. It's all coming off. You see, they used to be like that. It's kind of like waxing layer, but after years of like wear off, they kind of all came off and then gone. So if I'm having this backpack now in Shenzhen or even though in London, when it's raining, it's not really like waterproofing at all. So when the rain is kind of heavy and I don't have my umbrella to cover the backpack area, here will be full of water. And another good thing is this bag is very simple. Although it's a very old backpack, it's got like a small, kind of like a front compartment in here, and I've got a compartment on the top. There I can hook my tag and my chargers. And then you've got this huge compartment, like just one. So you can put everything in, and then you can access from here. You see, you can access here. So if you've got anything you try to take out without opening the whole thing, you can kind of like access, open up from here. Right. So I can approve that this backpack is very durable. It's still very comfortable up to a point. But then, oh yeah, also the belt, the hip belt is hard. See, it's not that kind of like a soft one. I know Arc'teryx went to a different approach in terms of backpack design and philosophy. This is kind of like old school with all this hard belt, hip belt, and then kind of like a hard, is a very solid backpack system. So when you put your hip belt together, oh yeah, this is broken. I replaced them on the internet. This is broken because when I normally got home, I just put the backpack like that on the floor, which is amazing. It just stood there. But see, this is losing. So sometimes when me or my kids will step on it, the original one is got broken. So that's been replaced. The chest stripes is still there, but you lose all the flexibility. It still work. Everything is good, even though it's plastic. The plastic is in a very good quality, even though after 15 years, they still clip and remove easily. And the problem, I'll explain the problem. I carried this to London, and then there was a day. Actually, it's happened before I traveled to London. It's been recent year, from last year. I kind of experienced like a pain on my right side of shoulders, right? So when I had a problem, I flip over, and I checked. Actually, the cushioning is not that bad. You see, you still got quite a lot of like cushioning on your shoulder stripes, and I don't know why. On my left hand side, I'm okay. Only the right hand side of my shoulder start to feel pain, especially from this area. So I thought it's about time to find a new backpack. And then I went to London Covent Garden. There's a shop called, I can't remember, it's Rock Plus Snow or Snow Plus Rock. Sorry, I can't remember it. But I went into the shop. The gentleman there was very helpful. It's not hard selling. You've got like traditional like a very good high quality outdoor store. They've got a whole wall full of like a backpack. And then I told him, I've had this backpack for like 15 years, blah, blah, blah. And then he asked me to wear them. So that is something I need to tell you guys. When I first got this backpack, what I did was I will adjust the shoulder stripes like that. So my method is put these two knuckles together and then extend the shoulder stripes to make sure they're in the same length. So in that case, these two shoulder stripes, they should be the same height and same length. So I will not have an unbalanced backpack. Right, this is my philosophy when I first got this backpack. And then I checked on some forums, some outdoor forums. I found out it's actually wrong to do that. The people suggest what you should do is you should lose this, like that, lose this, like that. Okay, so when you lose, you wear your backpack. So when you wear them, and then you tighten them up until you feel both sides are having a similar length. Theoretically speaking, if you do it like this, it will be tighter because they've got more room to put everything in. And then you tie them up. So like this, your shoulder stripes will be tighter. The benefit is the harness, the back system, the harness system, the whole thing, the back, the shoulder stripes, they'll be more fit to your back. You see, if I turn it like that, you will know what I'm talking about. The Miura 13, they designed it with a curve. You see, looks like your spine, your spinal, just like your spinal curves. So when in like that, come out like that. So it has 3 points to support the backpack, and you'll have your hip belt here. So theoretically speaking, this backpack will be perfect for you to wear them for a long time, especially in here. It's still got a lot of like tons of cushioning. But when I went to this shop, Rock Plus Snow, if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. The gentleman realized my back is actually not matched with this curve here. Right, this brought with another problem. When you purchase Arc'teryx backpack, I believe even though now, until now, they're running a different philosophy. You need to purchase the backpack according to your size. I mean, some of them, some other brand like Osprey, they will offer you adjustable size and adjustable shoulder stripes. But with Arc'teryx, because it's one piece, inside here you still got like PVC board and the 2 aluminum stripes to secure, to make sure this bag is very strong. This one when I purchased them, I don't have options, but this is a small and medium. So according to the gentleman on the shop, this might be slightly too small for me. So for me, it is when I wear this backpack for years, my back started to develop some like pain, but I didn't realize them. It's due to the unfit of the backpack because it's too small. So I will need to get something adjustable or slightly bigger. But anyhow, because it's a high quality backpack, it's still quite firm and quite strong. I can still use it, but in the long term, for example, I need to carry them for like a whole day, he would suggest me to buy a different backpack. So I said, okay, in that case, I still quite prefer Arc'teryx by the time, like 2 weeks ago, when I was in Covent Garden, and then he went like, they do not have Arc'teryx backpack until the end of 2025. So in December, they will start to import some backpack from Arc'teryx, but not at the moment. And then I went to Arc'teryx in Covent Garden as he suggested. And then I saw the backpack. They don't have much options, but I would say across the line, all the backpacks now from Arc'teryx, they are very lightweight and the design is very minimum, which is like require quite heavily for you to choose the most suitable backpack for yourself. Because as I said, this is a small and medium, and it's slightly small. But with the new one, the one in the store, the back cushioning is not as thick as this, and shoulder stripes is not as thick as this either. So if you do, or if you obsess about like Arc'teryx, I do suggest you find a shop to actually wear them and find a good salesperson, because that's a huge difference. They'll be able to give you a good advice. Okay, so this is the story why I want to switch this backpack. I told him that my worried and my back pain, my shoulder pain, and he said, okay, in that case, he will suggest a product according to my requirement. That is, still I went back from Arc'teryx to the Rock Plus Snow. Went by the shop, and the gentleman goes, "Tell me like how you use it." I said, "I'm quite like a simple person. I want a backpack. I do not need any hustle. I just need a backpack for my date. I will use it to go to work with my laptop, notebook, some small items. In the weekend, I will need it to switch the backpack, fill in with the family stuff, and I take my boys to hiking, but not a serious hiking. I was like mostly national park, this kind of area." He goes, "Okay, in that case, I know what you want." And he suggested, well, this is Osprey Talon 44. He suggested Talon 36, if I'm not wrong, because I told him that I do not want like such a huge backpack. I just need like 30 liter, something like that. And he goes, "Yeah, you can have like a 36. But the problem is the 36 they've got is green. I've got an obsession about like a black backpack, because I would need it to use the backpack in my office, and sometimes I'm taken to a business meeting. For example, if you see a guy like wearing not a very formal business suit, but at least you wear like a shirt and a polo shirt, you're carrying a green backpack. I don't personally like it. So I told him that, listen, I need a black one if you got an option. And he says, unfortunately, the only black Osprey backpack is Talon 44. And I looked at it and I goes, well, I love the color, but it's kind of like big. He says, yeah, but you need to wear it and try it. And because I'm 6'2", when I wear this backpack, I tried it on. It doesn't look that huge from the mirror. And then he started to fill up the weight for this bag. If you do like pop into the shop, Rock Plus Snow, if I'm not wrong, I'm sorry. If you do pop into the shop, ask for assistance. Let them to like recommend the backpack for you. And then when you try it on the colors and everything, they'll be able to fill it up with weight. So back in the shop, they filled up like 10 kilos, and then as it is, that's like more than enough. Like when I will use my backpack, so 10 kilogram. He filled it up, and I tried it, and it's actually feeling very good. So the reason being is, if you did try to look at Arc'teryx backpack, the modern one, is completely different style with this, or even the old Miura 30. Because if you just compare these two backpacks, you see the major difference you can tell. The major difference you can tell is it's not much stripes on Arc'teryx backpack. Even though nowadays the modern one will be much less like stripes. But Osprey, their philosophy is slightly different. They've got loads of like stripes. Apart from the hip belt, the shoulder stripes, is you see all these smaller, like small string, there are a lot. Small click here, a small knot there, and it's running a different style completely. You see, all that, and that, and also with that. A lot of compartment, a lot of like a different separate space. But again, it feels comfortable. First of all, they've got this air escape system. I prefer this one. When I check on the internet, this is actually like a newer color, because the old one, if I'm not wrong, I remember the inside here, all this is red, which is not very good. Well, I don't like it at least. So the shoulder straps, everything in here, it's all black, which fits my requirement. I want everything to be low profile and everything to be black. Although they've got little like a gray, silver, this and that, but I can take with it. Second thing is, in here, I don't know if you can see it. You see this little knuckle here? If you lose it, you'll be able to adjust, you see? You'll be able to adjust the height. So you can go all the way up and all the way down. And then when you're done, you just need to secure it. And that's done. So in my case, I lose it, I bring it all the way up. Because I'm a tall person, I bring them all the way up. And they feel comfortable. So another thing is, if I found it too big, the brain pocket here, you see my hand through, they're removable. You see, you just need to remove it from this knot here and this knot there. And to me, apart from you found it too big, the most important or useful scenario is going to be you use your backpack as a carry-on to the airplane. And when they have this rack to put your thing, your luggage, like your hand carry luggage in, with that will be too big. Especially there's some airline company, the rack is quite small. But you can remove that and the backpack is only this big, right? And if I'm just compared to this, see, it's more or less the same. And another thing is, it's quite losing, so I can fill up, put quite a lot of stuff in. I'm not going to go through all the compartments, all the features and everything, because you can find them on the internet. Those people are doing much better job than I am. All I know is you can have like, there's a zip in the bottom to open them up. So you'll be able to access the main compartment. This is the same feature as Miura 30, where I can access the main compartment through here. But for Miura 30, because the design will make it looks very pretty, even though you fill them up, they look very pretty. But the problem is, you won't be able to fit a lot of stuff in. So when you try to fill them up, you will end up with running out of space in here, so you won't be able to turn this. So the amount of stuff you can put in is quite limited. But still, even though after 15 years, this bag is still quite strong, I'll still be able to use it. Right, come back to the Talon 44. When I check on some review, people said this bag is not, it's splash proof, it's not actually like waterproof. So when in extreme weather conditions, you will need to have a coating. So I'll need to buy like a separate, like a rain cover for the bag. It doesn't come with the bag. Actually, I think I've got it. Let me see if I'll be able to share with you guys. No, I left them. I took them out, so it's not here. Yeah, at the end of the day, you just need like a separate cover, the rain cover for this bag. I will use it for sometimes, and then I'll be able to share with you. Oh yeah, this is the cover. It's Osprey's official cover. Choose medium because Osprey, they are quite precise with their product. You can search on the website. They'll be able to tell you what size of the backpack with what size of this rain cover. I believe it is between 40 to 60, that is medium. But do double check, I might be wrong. Right, being said, this is a comfortable backpack, and it's also running the harness system. Is still like a hard one, you see. You'll be able to see it from here. This is like a hard piece of frame. So this backpack can stand, but not as cool as the Arcturus, because that one I can just boom, put them down. But this one is gonna fall. Anyway, the frame is hard one, so I will let you know for like a couple weeks of use time. I will see if this is like really, really comfortable then as the one it says. Okay, so that's done. And I want to emphasize with someone else this. The legendary Mystery Ranch 3 Days Assault Backpack. Right. I got this from the internet. I had this backpack, if I'm not wrong, for minimum at least 8 years. And by the time it just came out, I was just got like, how to say this, I was like, I really, really need this backpack. Even though now they've got this backpack in the urban version, I think, which come with like a whole black or some other color, and it's not as much stripes like this one. But back in the day, like 8 years ago, when this bag came out, I was like, this is the bag I need. Especially, they've got these two modules here. I think they're called BVS or something. So what it does is, it's meant to be for the people with body armor, so it can secure the backpack. But to me, where I found them good is, when I wear the backpack, these two can create like space. So my bag is not directly touching the back panel here. So with the holes on each side, you see, with a hole each side, it helps the air to float. So even though in summer, this backpack is quite comfortable to wear. And also, the shoulder stripes, you can see, they're wider. let me compare to the Arc'teryx Miura 30. You can tell, I'm sorry, straight up how much wider that is. And also the design. Let me lose it. Yeah. You see the shapes is very comfortable compared to Arc'teryx. Well, obviously these two backpacks they've got a 7 years gap. By the time this came out, I think the Miura 30's got a better upgrade version. They cancelled this kind of like an opening. Instead, you've got this zip all the way on the top. But still, based on the fact, the bag I've got, the shoulder stripes is bigger, and you will notice it because the wider the shoulder stripes, the more weight is going to distribute. So it feels more comfortable, and also with the shape, it feels comfortable on the shoulders, and also you can see here, this part here is soft, you see, but this is hard. They've got a piece of, I don't know, I hope it's not a PVC. They've got a piece of like a hard material inside, all the way up to here. You see, this is quite loose. This is not. This is hard. This is soft. With this harness system, you'll be able to open this back up. If I've opened this, and then I open this, you see, you'll be able to open this up. So in here, you've got this panel here. You can take it out. Still, it's a hard panel. It's not soft, it's not bendable. And you stick them in here. And this bit here, can come up and come down. So you'll be able to adjust it, adjust the heights. That will be the same system as the Osprey. You see, all it does is just make the distance between the shoulder stripes and the hip belt longer and shorter, so be able to fit your size. And you have like a soft panel at the back, at the bottom, make it very comfortable. So that was a quite long period of time when I quite enjoyed this backpack. Even though when I was in holiday, I would take it with me. And they've got very simple compartment. You got, excuse me. You've got this big compartment, just one big one. We've got this one. It meant to be for like a water bottle. You've got two of those. And inside you've got two pockets, one on each side. And you've got this one here is for your water bag. You've got this hooking system, a lot of them. And they also sell like various different kind of like elements and accessories you can attach them in. I enjoyed this backpack for quite a long period of time. And then it comes up with the problem with the color, because when it works, you can't really because come on, it's a battle backpack. Look at the color. You can't really walk into any client's office with this. So I switched back to the Miura 30 for some time. And then when there was a time I realized, yeah, I'm not quite busy these days. I might switch back because this is a more comfortable backpack. And then there's a problem. and after that problem, I kind of like didn't wear them for like ever again. You see, in here, there's cushioning. This used to have like quite thick cushioning too, but for some reason, it's gone. So when the cushioning was gone, it kind of feels weird. And that's the reason I dropped this backpack for some times. But still, I'm not regret my purchase of this backpack because it's still a very good one. But if you ask me, I would suggest you guys to choose it according to your requirement or your own experience, because to be honest, I don't really need that, and I don't need such a long straps, and I don't need those for my daily life, and obviously I don't need that. So if you want to choose this backpack, I would strongly suggest you to go for the urban version, which is more usable in day-to-day life. But do check it. Do check the harness system to see if it's going to fit you, because I believe they are comfortable. I believe they will be comfortable. However, if you got a chance to just try them on to see if it's going to fit. For this particularly backpack is a medium. To me, I will need to pull this up like to the maximum so that I'll be able to wear them comfortably. And also, with this backpack, I'm sorry, the hip belt is here. You see? So try to imagine yourself going on and off the underground station and with like a busy bus. You do not want your hip belt to flipping people like that. You don't want it. So this backpack is very clever, so you can hide it like that. But as soon as you pull them out, they're still a very comfortable backpack, very comfortable, very usable in day-to-day life. Get a black one. If you just use it in the city, get a black one. They don't have all this kind of extra component where you don't need it. And also you've got these two huge compartment in the brain, smaller one with a small little options for put pens and everything. And then also here you've got the big one in the top. You can open this up. That's for your water system. Close it. Yeah, still a very good bag. It's still a very good backpack, but it's not as hard as the previous two. You see? Oh, sorry, I probably forgot. I should have put this back, and then I can show you guys. Yeah, put this back. Yeah, see, it's bendable and it's comfortable. It's not as tough or hard as the Osprey. Osprey is kind of very solid backpack, but due to the color and the shoulder stripes, I kind of dropped this backpack for quite some times now. You can see even though the knots here is getting white. Oh yeah, one more thing. The hook there, I get this separate from internet. For those of you like wear like a backpack to work and everything, I strongly suggest you to purchase something like this because it's very handy. You can use it to hang your backpack like in quite a lot of different occasions. And when you don't use it, just close it like that. Leave them with any of your backpack. It will be very handy. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Sorry, there's always one more thing. When I check on the internet before I purchased this backpack, I found that it says the nylon they use is kind of like a very strong one. But in my case, I don't know. There'll be like small holes here and there when I put them in like a rough locker. You got holes, some broken bits here and there. So I'm sure they will be fixed. You see, here it's like a turning off. Still quite a big one. They are not, for some reason, I think they are not as tough as the Arc'teryx Miura 30. Because with this backpack, well, so far as I know, I don't see any nylon being teared off. Of course, the back panel, you have this, like after years of like wear, but still usable. But with the mystery wrench, it kind of not as strong as it said. But anyway, that's about it. I will come back sometimes later to share with you my experience with the Talon 44, whether I'll be able to use it or find it comfortable. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you still not subscribe my channel, please do so because it helps me to improve my my channel. Thank you. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.